hours, these are the hours. I believe the soul is crafted by this physical terrain. And every string remembers us. Between love and pain, when your thread breaks, do you piece it together? Or do you fight change and remain the same? The threads that bind us to our dreams. The threads that lead us to our goals. The threads with which we weave our dreams. The threads that tie us to our fears. The needles that pierce our hearts with sorrow. The threads that link us to our past. The threads we climb to reach our future. The threads we break in violent acts. This company is an amazing place and has produced so many phenomenal artists, you know. The powerful black dancers who've emerged on the South African landscape over the last 10-15 years, at least the ones from Johannesburg, a lot of them have come from this place, you know. So its reputation is very, very strong and very rich. And Sylvia is the person who gave birth to all of that, you know. So I was very excited as a woman, as a young artist, as somebody who also works in a different medium, you know. I was very excited about the kind of relationship that I could be able to create and the kind of work that we could produce. And she's just a fascinating woman, you know. She's so passionate about people and passionate about South Africa and passionate about making a positive impact using dance and using creativity. It was an offer that I couldn't refuse.
In order to choreograph, I need to be inspired by something or moved by something. And I had heard Lebo perform her poetry. It was at a Women's Day function. I found her work very inspirational. It had movement, it had a depth of meaning, but it also had a wonderful rhythm. So I went up to her afterwards and I said, I have to work with you.
Elastication, frustration, communication, aspirations, negotiations, temptation, fabrication, strangulation, elastication, frustration, communication.
So when you come to her, you face her, look at her, look at her. Yeah, yeah. And there, yeah, yeah. And then now you come up and you go down at the back. And then you keep moving round, You come up and yeah, you can join sometimes. It doesn't have to, yeah.
Sylvia is a Jewish woman in her 60s, you know, and I'm a black woman in my late 20s, and many of the issues that we have are very, very, very similar. One of the issues that we spoke about at length was relationships, you know, relationships between men and women, which is quite a contentious issue in South Africa. There's, you know, high rate of domestic violence and violence against women and children and all this stuff. So, you know, immediately we found that both of us were drawn and compelled by those particular stories, you know, and wanting to tell those stories, but also wanting to change people's outlooks, you know, on relationships and on women.